Hey y'all, let's cover lesson 5.3, question number 19. I received an email from Mark, and I know that if he's struggling with it, not just because he's struggling, because I know most of y'all will struggle with this, you're having to think backwards on how we're doing our polynomials. So we covered how to find the degree, we covered how to find our roots of multiplicity of x equals, and how to know whether it's even or odd. You know how to find y-intercepts already. So what we're going to do is use that information and work backwards and create our polynomial as opposed to the other way around. I do not need you to write this out in what would be considered the general form. Just keeping this in the standard form for a polynomial is perfectly fine for me. Probably fine for mom as well. All right. So if I'm going to write this p of x is equal to, we're going to need to have a degree of 3 at the end of writing this polynomial, which means our x's, our exponents for our x's, should end up adding up to 3. All right, so let's look at our multiplicities because that's what's going to make up everything. Also remember when we did parabolas, we had that cute little a that we always had to deal with. We're going to have an a again. So just stick your a out there. We're going to deal with that in a minute. Let's go ahead and create for our roots of multiplicities. In order for us to get x equal 1, which is our zeros, remember that our x-intercepts are our zeros. To find that, we just need to solve for zeros. So take x equals 1 and set that equal to 0. To do that, that's just x minus 1. I'm sorry, it's just x minus 1. I'm going to take the x equals 1, and I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. So x minus 1 equals 0. So that is my first x minus 1 for my parentheses, okay, for my polynomial. What is the degree for that? So for the multiplicity, it is a 2, so this is going to have a 2 value. The next one, I'm going to take the x equals -3 and set it equal to 0. So by adding 3 to both sides, x plus 3 equal to 0. So x plus 3, it's just working backwards. What's the multiplicity? It is 1. Okay. All right, we've got that done. Our degrees already equal 3. 2 plus 1 is 3, so we're done with that as well. The last piece of this is finding out what is that a. In order to do that, we're going to do what we did back with the parabola, and we're going to take, in the case of the parabola, was the y-intercept as long as it wasn't the vertex, and we're going to plug in 0 for x's and -2.1 for our function. I'm just going to substitute. -2.1 is equal to a, and I'm going to be solving for my a. Plus 3 and minus 1. So what is my x's? X's are zeros. Fabulous. And I just need to solve for a at this point. So -2.1 is equal to a. -1 squared is 1. 3 to the first is 3. So this is just 3a is equal to -2.1. Solving for a, I'm going to divide both sides by 3. And a is equal to -2.1 divided by 3 is -0.7. -0.7. So my polynomial, p of x, is equal to -0.7 times x minus 1 squared times x plus 3. You do not need the exponent of 1, hopefully. And that is your answer in standard form. If they want general form, you're going to have to take the -0.7, and I can show you how to do that as well. This is for your standard form. The general is going to be solved out. So that would be, for general form, you would take -0.7 times x minus 1 times x minus 1 times x plus 3. Multiply our first binomials, x squared minus 2x, plus 1. I'm going to move my x plus 3 over here. Don't freak out on me. And I'm going to leave that -0.7. I'll do that last. I'm going to have to distribute my x plus 3 over the trinomial. So I would take, I'm going to just bring this down, the x times the whole trinomial, x squared minus 2x plus 1, plus 3 times the trinomial again. Still hanging out here. I'm just going to do this just to make life easier. I'm ignoring it. -0.7 times, this is x cubed, -2x squared, plus x, distribute my 3, plus 3x squared minus 6x plus 3. Okay, now I can just distribute that -0.7 over the whole thing. Actually, I should clean up first. Let's clean house. Hold on, negative 0.7. I don't want to have to do more work. X cubes, these become plus x squared, becomes negative 5x plus 3. Now I'm going to distribute. So this becomes negative 0.7x cubed minus 0.7x squared plus, we need 5 times 0.7 is 0.35x, and then minus 3 times 0.7 is 2.1. Yep, 2.1. So that would be the general form if they wanted you to work it out. I do not expect you to get me to here. I would ask you to do this on the test. In fact, prepare for it. All right, let me know if you have any further questions.